During Holy Communion, we drink wine, and in the Bible, Jesus says, "Take this cup and drink, it is my blood." Why are we drinking blood? Because blood represents atonement. Atonement. How many times have you prayed for God to pay your credit card bill? Okay, that's atonement. I can't pay it. Please, can you pay this bill for me? And the money doesn't come out of my empty bank account, it comes out of God's full bank account. The Last Supper happened during Passover. And Passover was when Jews were freed from Egypt. God is saying to people, you're not slaves anymore. You have a new identity. You're free now. And so that's what Passover represents, this new identity. You don't owe nobody nothing. You don't have to keep paying them. I paid your bill for you. You can stop acting like you owe people something. You can stop taking on all their stress and all their anxiety and all their pain. You can stop doing that. You don't owe them anything. That's what Passover is. You're free. Now, in shamanic traditions, they celebrated communion not by eating bread, but by eating mushrooms, psychedelic magic mushrooms. And I know my mother doesn't know what that is. It's drugs, Mary. It's drugs. It makes you hallucinate and get high. Now, when they ate these mushrooms, they would suddenly feel like they were one with the whole universe. And it didn't matter that others were in pain or that humanity was suffering. They could incorporate all that pain into themselves, into their heavenly bodies and their heavenly self, which was so expansive, so forgiving, and so non judgmental that even though they were still carrying the pain on behalf of humanity, they weren't feeling any pain. And the magic mushrooms took them out of their earthly self and placed them right into their heavenly selves. When you are in your heavenly body, your natural body, you don't feel pain. You're disassociated with your earthly body or your earthly self. You only identify with your heavenly body or your heavenly self. You have a new identity. You're free. You're not a slave anymore. You don't have to carry someone's pain for them because you don't owe them anything. And when you're in your heavenly body or identifying with your heavenly self, no matter how much pain you take on for others or for humanity or for the world, you're not feeling any pain because you're not identifying with someone else's pain. Like you don't think, your pain is my pain, let me heal it. You're like, pain is just pain. It's not yours, it's not mine, it just exists as part of the human experience. When you are a slave, you have to carry the pain of your slave master. That's your job as a slave, to carry the pain of your oppressors. When you're free, you don't have to carry anyone's pain. Like if you do, you're like, sure, I'll carry it. What's it to me? It's light. It doesn't weigh anything. But if you don't, you just let them carry their own pain. You don't feel guilty. You don't feel obligated. No one's going to whip you or punish you for not doing your job. So this new identity that Jesus is teaching you is that you are more your heavenly body and your heavenly self than you are your earthly body and your earthly self. Like part of you might still be a slave, but more and more you're going to be free until one day you'll be completely free. And that whole process is called being reborn. When you are in your earthly body, it's unnatural for you to be free of pain. When you are in your heavenly body, it's supernatural for you to be free. So we're going to have our communion ritual. So do you have your bread or your cracker? Okay, hold it in your hand. I'll wait for y'all. Thank you. Okay, now I'm going to say, the body of Christ. Take it and eat. Okay, now eat your bread. Okay, do you have your wine or your tequila or your grape juice? Okay, hold it in your hand. And now I'm going to say, the blood of Christ. Take it and drink. And now drink your wine. Rubba rubba, tummy love. Now the divine is inside your body. Your new life should be born pretty soon. It takes 8 to 15 weeks to grow a daffodil. Let's see how long it takes to grow your new life. We planted the seed. Now we just have to water it and give it some sunshine.